Imagine stepping outside and feeling your breath freeze instantly into ice crystals. Your eyelashes stick together when you blink. Exposed skin develops frostbite in under 2 minutes. This isn't science fiction. This is Yakutia, Russia, home to Oymyakon, the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. And I'm about to attempt something that borders on madness, surviving completely alone for 30 days in temperatures that can plunge to negative 71 degrees Celsius. No modern heating, no easy rescue, just me, traditional survival methods, and the unforgiving Siberian wilderness. This is the ultimate test of human endurance. The cold here doesn't creep up on you, it attacks. Within seconds of arriving, I understand why the indigenous Saka people have spent millennia perfecting survival techniques. My first priority isn't comfort, it's not dying. At these temperatures, your body loses heat 25 times faster than in normal air. I'm wearing layers, reindeer fur on the outside, which the Saka have used for centuries because the hollow hairs trap air and create incredible insulation. Beneath that, fox fur lines my boots and mittens. But clothing alone won't save me. I need shelter immediately. I'm constructing a traditional Yakutian balagan, a partially underground dwelling insulated with earth, moss, and animal hides. Why underground? The earth itself becomes an ally. Just 2 meters down, the temperature stabilizes around negative 10 degrees Celsius. That 60-degree difference could mean life or death. The permafrost, ironically frozen year-round, acts as insulation. Every movement is exhausting. My lungs burn with each breath of air so cold it feels like inhaling glass shards. Fire. In most survival situations, fire is important. Here, it's absolutely everything. But starting a fire at negative 71 degrees Celsius is a nightmare. Standard lighters fail. The butane won't vaporize. Matches break from brittleness. I'm using the traditional Saka method, a bow drill with extreme patience and birch bark tinder that I've kept dry against my body using my own heat. After 40 minutes of effort, I get smoke, then a flame. The psychological relief is overwhelming. But keeping fire alive is its own battle. Wood becomes so brittle it shatters. I need to maintain a fire 24/7 because restarting is too dangerous and exhausting. I'm burning through larch and birch, about 30 kilograms of wood per day just to keep my shelter survivable. That means 4 to 5 hours daily spent gathering and processing firewood in temperatures that want to kill me. Water is my next crisis. Everything is frozen solid. I can't just melt snow. That costs precious calories and body heat. Instead, I'm learning the Saka technique of finding naturally occurring ice from rivers, which melts more efficiently. But here's the terrifying part. If you sweat while gathering ice or wood, that moisture freezes in your clothing layers and creates ice barriers that conduct heat away from your body. You can literally freeze to death in your own sweat. By week 2, the physical challenges have become routine, but the psychological warfare intensifies. The isolation is crushing. Winter in Yakutia brings only 3 hours of twilight. The rest is darkness. Studies show that extreme cold combined with isolation can cause hallucinations, depression, and cognitive impairment within days. I'm talking to myself just to hear a human voice. Food becomes an obsession. At these temperatures, I'm burning 5,000 to 6,000 calories per day just to maintain body temperature. That's more than twice my normal intake. I've set snares for Arctic hare and am ice fishing through meter-thick lake ice. The Saka people traditionally ate a diet extremely high in fat because fat provides 9 calories per gram versus 4 for protein or carbs. I'm consuming frozen fish, venison I brought, and Arctic berries preserved in fat. Nothing tastes like anything. My sense of taste has dulled from the constant cold exposure. Sleep is dangerous. If my fire dies, the interior temperature of my shelter drops to deadly levels within hours. I've created a sleep system with 3-hour shifts. Wake up, add wood, check my extremities for frostbite, then sleep again. It's exhausting. My body never fully rests. I've lost approximately 8 kilograms despite eating constantly. The most terrifying moment comes on day 17. I wake up and can't feel my left foot. Frostbite. I need to re-warm it immediately, but carefully. Too fast causes tissue damage. I'm using the traditional method, lukewarm water, about 37 to 40 degrees Celsius, and it's agony. The pain of re-warming frostbitten tissue is indescribable. This is my reality check. One mistake here means amputation or death, and I'm completely alone. As I enter the final stretch, something unexpected happens. Adaptation. My body has undergone remarkable changes. Research on indigenous Arctic populations shows increased brown fat stores, which generate heat more efficiently. My metabolism has shifted. I'm no longer constantly shivering. My body has found a brutal efficiency. But nature isn't finished testing me. A storm hits on day 25. Wind chills drop to an estimated negative 85 degrees Celsius. This is beyond survival temperature. This is death zone. I cannot leave my shelter for 36 hours. The wind creates a sound like freight trains. Snowdrifts bury my entrance. I'm trapped, fighting to keep my fire alive with my dwindling wood supply, rationing every piece, praying the storm breaks before my fuel runs out. When it finally passes, I emerge to a transformed landscape. Everything is buried. My snare lines are gone. My wood pile is somewhere under 2 meters of drift. I spend 12 hours digging, and for the first time, I genuinely consider activating my emergency beacon. But I've come too far. 5 more days. I can do 5 more days. On day 30, as I watch the sunrise, a phenomenon I haven't fully seen in weeks, I'm not the same person who entered this experiment. I've lost weight, suffered frostbite, hallucinated from isolation, and been pushed to the absolute edge of human capability. But I've also discovered something profound about human resilience. The Saka people don't just survive in Yakutia, they've thrived here for thousands of years. They've built a culture, raised families, and found joy in the world's harshest environment. This experiment taught me that survival isn't about dominating nature, it's about respecting it, learning from it, and understanding that humans, when pushed to our limits, are capable of extraordinary adaptation. Would I do it again? Ask me when I can feel all my toes. But standing here, having survived 30 days at negative 71 degrees Celsius, I can tell you that the human spirit can endure almost anything. We are, in the end, the ultimate survival machines. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the coldest survival experiment on Earth.